coming to the fifth house in astrology, fifth house shows mantra or mantra, siddhi, or if a person is suited for the mantra field, no, sorry, not mantra field, mantra shastras, if a person can attain the siddhi of any mantra, then the fifth house becomes important. And devotion to close people, to the divine or god. These emotions can be seen through the fifth house. And creativity, if a person is suited for creativity, let's say if a person has 5 and 10, then yeah, the person may be suited for creative fields. And yeah, creative, if a person can enter the creative fields or perform well in the creative fields, these things can be seen through the fifth house. Children, fifth house is the house of children. So the impact on your children's life or a child's life can be seen here. The relationship with the child, and many things related to children, even childbirth to some extent can be seen through the fifth house. And coming to intelligence, yeah, fifth house becomes the house of intelligence. So let's say fifth lord is well situated, or fifth house is in a good condition, then the person may be very intelligent and may have the intelligence level to gain wisdom. And fifth house is also one of the houses of education, and the wisdom gained from these education fields, or the education we gain, can be seen through the fifth house. That's why intelligence becomes very important. Gaining knowledge can be done by almost anyone with some amount of memory, but gaining wisdom and using a person's intelligence, everyone has almost the same amount of intelligence, I believe, but the ability to tap into that will be higher if the person has fifth house in a good condition. So yeah, fifth house, good fifth house can make a person very sharp too. And wisdom also can be seen through the fifth house. The type of emotions, let's say if Mars is showing fifth house, then the person's emotions can be fiery and intense. So yeah, the type of emotions, the way they display their emotions, the way they convey their emotions to a person, especially the loved ones, can be seen here. And yeah, the type of things they prefer, the type of people, the type or the way they express their love towards anyone can be seen through the fifth house. So yeah, the planets will have a huge role when it comes to love, and this is the only house that shows the emotions and love of a person towards anyone or anything. And quarrels can also be seen by the fifth house. If fifth house is being afflicted by, let's say, Ketu in transit also, then the person may end up in having quarrels. Let's say Venus and Ketu are in the fifth house of a person in transit. Transit chart is a simple concept which I'll explain after all the houses. But yeah, in transit also there can be conjunctions or combinations where two or more planets get together, and they show or they signal something. And yeah, there can be quarrels or detachment. Anything can happen, and a lot of things can happen. But we can't really tell with the superficial level of studying the chart. Yeah, fifth house can show quarrels, love affairs. Yeah, this is one of the important parts of fifth house, because fifth house shows the type of joy or enjoyment, the things we enjoy. And if let's say Rahu is in the fifth house, and there are no Saumya or naturally benefic grahas involved there, then the person might have the interest of having an affair, or yeah, might even have an affair too. But that is very conditional. We can't just say by the position of one single planet and one single house. But yeah, to check love affairs, fifth house becomes very important. Yeah, enjoyment, the type of enjoyment, the level of enjoyment this person will spend their time in. And yeah, let's say a person, the sixth house shows service and duty to some extent, and if a person is enjoying a lot, he is destroying his sixth house. That is a different concept where yeah, I'll explain it later. But enjoyment can be seen through the fifth house. If fifth house is active or is being signified by the dasha or bhukti, a person might have difficulty performing work if he is not into these fields, like creative fields. Yeah, they might like to enjoy a lot, and they can, we can see if a person can be flirtatious from the fifth house. And we can see if the person is well suited for music or drama, or will be successful here from the fifth house. Fifth house being afflicted can also make a person gamble and enter into gambling, can be obsessed with gambling. So success also in gambling or in lottery can be seen through the fifth house. Shares, and this is one of the important houses for to check if a person will attain profit in shares or trading, shares and trading. And romance, the type of romantic life this person prefers, can be seen through the fifth house. And carnal pleasures can also be seen through the fifth house. All the fun activities a person would like, the type of fun activities the person would like, can generally be seen through the fifth house and the fifth lord. And clothes can also be seen through the fifth house, the type of style they would prefer, the way they like to keep their appearance through the clothing and accessories can be seen through the fifth house. And the body part here is stomach. So fifth house being afflicted in any way, transit or in the main chart only, then we can say this person might face stomach related problems, especially when that particular planet's phase is going on. Yeah. So past life karma, this is one of the most important things that can be seen through the fifth house. Fifth house is part of the trine 1, 5 and 9. Yeah, this is the Dharma Trikona. This shows here, that's why we can see mantra, devotion and past life karma here. So Lagna, or the first house being us, fifth house shows the type of karma we bring into this life, whether good or bad, or whether we are suited for devotional paths or mantra shastras. And ninth house shows the type of luck or the bhagya we bring. And 5 becomes very important here, because our life in general is ruled by our past life karmas. So 1, 5 and 9, the luck is influenced by 5, and 1 will obviously be influenced by both of these houses. So this is a trine, and this is not a trine for materialistic things. This is more of emotional things, the joy, the things that give you joy, fun activities. All these things can be seen through the fifth house. If a person's fifth house is currently being signified by dasha or bhukti, and they indulge in negative things, let's say affairs or gambling or carnal pleasures, and these fun related activities a lot more than necessary, then they will be ruining their 1 9, not only 1 and 9, even the sixth house, because sixth is the next or the second house from fifth. So, yeah, if sixth is ruined, your employment, your work, all will be ruined. And fifth house also shows health. I forgot this. Health. If a person is spending a lot of time on um, things that are not very necessary and is just spending time on enjoyment and things that give him joy, then he'll ruin his sixth house. So naturally, if a person is indulging in a lot of activities where he's enjoying his time and doing things that are fun to him, and if that is not work, his work life is obviously going to be affected. So, yeah, this is just a simple example of a fifth house. Yeah, so all these things can be seen, and the planets that are affecting fifth house will have some or the other effect on these things in our life. So, yeah, I believe this covers the fifth house.